going on, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got back from a screening after seeing The Transporter Refueled, which is a 2015 film, and it's indeed the reboot to the Transporter franchise because that's what the Transporter needed. It needed a nice, good, solid reboot just, 8 years after the last Transporter movie? 7 years? Yeah, it needed a reboot, and we don't have Jason Statham anymore. No, because who needs Jason Statham? No, we have a new Transporter who's playing the same character, Frank. The plot of the movie is he meets up with his father, played by Ray Stevenson, and immediately his father gets kidnapped. Immediately. He gets kidnapped by this group of women who are trying to use Frank, the Transporter, to help them get a one-up on this mob guy who runs a prostitution ring. They used to be involved in it, but they want to get out on it, so they want to screw him over, rob from him. So they need the Transporter to help them get this done. That's what this movie's about. Now, what I think of this reboot to the Transporter series is I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Now, is this really a bad movie? Is it? Maybe. But I was just sitting there uninterested. Very uninterested. I did not care at all about the story. I'm sorry. You could say that they tried hard to make this story interesting. They tried to make you care about some of these characters, but I just didn't care. First of all, let's talk about the new Frank, the new Transporter. He is played by Ed Skrein. The only way that I know this actor is he was on Game of Thrones Season 3. He played the character who kind of becomes the new lover boy of Daenerys. But then he left the show, and they replaced him for Season 4. He left the show to do this movie, actually. This movie was very important for him to leave a show like Game of Thrones to star, I guess, in his own film. I guess it was worth it. We'll find out with the box office. But I didn't care for him in this role. I didn't think he brought anything to this character. I thought he was very dull, very boring, just one note, one emotion the whole time, very serious. Even you could tell with the dialogue, they try to write material for him that's supposed to be funny, or they try to make him a little bit more jokey, and it just doesn't work because he's delivering these jokes very flat, and I just severely missed Jason Statham. For anyone wondering, why isn't Jason Statham in this movie? Why are they rebooting it at all? It doesn't really make sense. This franchise has made so much money with this guy. Well, apparently I read an interview with Mr. Statham where they asked him, and he said he would have wanted to do it, but they wanted to pay him less money than he got for all of the Transporter movies. And they also wanted him to sign on for 3 movies without ever reading a script for the future sequels. And he kind of said, like, well, for less money, this bullshit isn't worth it. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Why? For all of the work that he puts into the fighting, the choreography, and the hell he probably has to put his body through for that, why would you want less money to do it? Fuck them. Because that's what they're saying to us, the fans of the first 3 movies. They're saying, oh, well, Jason Statham doesn't want to come back. Fuck you. We're going to make this movie anyways with a new guy, and you're going to love it just the same. Or we're going to make even more money with a different person. It's almost like whoever had this idea didn't learn from the Bourne movies. The first 3 Jason Bourne movies with Matt Damon were awesome, kick-ass, made a bunch of money. And then when Matt Damon didn't come back, they tried to make a spin-off with Jeremy Renner, and nobody gave a shit. So now they brought Matt Damon back for the new movie that's coming out. So I think this film has to learn the hard way that you can't make a transporter film without Jason Statham. And the fighting. This guy didn't really bring it. I'm sorry. I wasn't too impressed with any of the fighting. Ray Stevenson as his father is just here to get kidnapped. And when I say kidnapped, not just by the main girls who want, I almost said Statham, who want this new transporter's help, but then he gets kidnapped again. He gets kidnapped 3 or 4 times in this movie. It's pathetic. And then when he is kidnapped by the girls, he ends up sleeping with them. So I'm like, dude, you're a prisoner. And you're fucking all these girls? The main girl, who this is all of her plan, is played by this actress, Lone Chabono. I might have said that wrong. But either way, she's hot. She's hot. And that's what's supposed to make us like her, I guess. Sure, they do all this backstory stuff about how she's been in this prostitution thing since she was 12, and we're supposed to feel bad for her. But then when you see how she tricks the transporter and forces him to go along with all of the stuff that he normally wouldn't do, you don't really care about her. You don't really care about any of the girls. I will say this. It's a beautiful looking movie. It is. It's well shot. They have all of these exotic locations, and it looks gorgeous. I will admit that. But other than that, I didn't really care about this film. The bad guy, the main mob person, he was very generic. There's nothing really going on for this film. I almost want to give it some old bullshit just on principle alone. For the nerve of them to not bring Statham back, I almost want to say fuck this movie, but I will be nice and say it's a low rental. And when I say low rental, hell, fucking watch it on TV for free when it's on HBO or something. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below if you're interested in seeing this film. Please let me know so I can convince you not to see this movie in the theater. Don't waste your money. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!